She vanished in the time it takes to walk home. November 3, 1998, Jacksonville, Florida. 8-year-old Maddie Clifton is outside playing. Normal day, bikes, friends, laughter. Then nothing. No scream, no struggle, no witnesses. She just disappears. And this is where it gets unsettling. Because Maddie wasn't in some dangerous area. She was in her own neighborhood, a place where parents felt safe letting their kids run around. Her family starts searching immediately, calling her name, knocking on doors, checking everywhere. Nothing. Hours turn into panic. Panic turns into police. Now the entire neighborhood is on edge. Flyers go up. Search parties form. Strangers become suspects. Everyone is asking the same question. How does a child vanish in broad daylight, without a trace? And here's where it gets worse. Because someone saw Maddie that day. Someone who lived just steps away. A 14-year-old boy named Joshua Phillips. Quiet. Normal. The kind of kid no one would look at twice. He tells police he saw Maddie walking. Nothing unusual. And at first that's it. He's just a neighbor. Just another kid. But something feels off. Not enough to accuse, but enough to notice. Meanwhile, the search grows bigger. Helicopters, logs, media coverage. Maddie's face is everywhere. And her parents, they're holding on to hope. Because there's still no evidence of harm. No blood. No signs of a struggle. It's like she just vanished into thin air. But the truth, it was never far. It was closer than anyone could imagine. Closer than her own front door. And no one, not even the police, thought to look there. Not yet. Tell me this. If a child disappears with zero clues, what's the first place you would check? Because in this case, they missed it, and what they were about to find would shock an entire country, and it was hiding in plain sight. A whole neighborhood, searching for a girl who was already there. Alive. No, but no one knew that yet. For 7 days, people combed through streets, woods, backyards, volunteers, police, even strangers. Everyone wants to be the one who finds Maddie, but every day ends the same way. Nothing. No trace. And this is where it gets worse. Because just houses away, life inside one home is completely normal. Too normal. Joshua Phillips is going about his routine, talking to friends, acting calm. Too calm. He even joins conversations about Maddie. Imagine that. Standing there, talking about a missing girl, while knowing exactly where she is. And here's the disturbing part. Police actually search his home. Yes, they walk inside, look around, but they don't find anything. Because they're not looking in the right place. Not yet. And Joshua, he watches it happen. Let that sink in. The police are in his house, and he knows they're about to leave. And they do, empty-handed. Meanwhile, Maddie's family is breaking. Every passing hour feels heavier. Her mother is begging for answers, begging for someone to say something. But no one does. Because the truth is being hidden in the most unthinkable way. Inside Joshua's bedroom, under his waterbed. You heard that right. Under his bed. But no one knows. Not yet. And this is where it gets even darker. Because Joshua isn't some criminal mastermind. He's a teenager, 14. And the story he's hiding, it's not what anyone expected. Not even close. So ask yourself this. How does a 14-year-old keep a secret like that, with police standing in his own house? Because what he did next made everything worse. And when the truth finally came out, it didn't come from the police. It wasn't evidence that broke him. It was fear. And this is where everything changes. Joshua Phillips' mother starts noticing something. A smell. Faint at first, then stronger. Something isn't right. And suddenly, that normal house doesn't feel normal anymore. She questions him, pushes a little, and Joshua, he cracks. Just like that, after 7 days of silence, he finally says it. He knows where Maddie is. And what he says next, no one was ready for. He leads them to his bedroom, walks over to his bed, and points. Under the waterbed, police tear it apart. And there she is, Maddie Clifton, hidden the entire time. Feet away from where people were searching, feet away from where her family was praying. And this is where it gets worse. Because now everyone wants to know why. Why would a 14-year-old do this? Joshua tells his story. He says Maddie came over to his house. They were playing. At some point, he hit her with a baseball bat. He claims it was an accident. That he panicked. That he didn't mean to kill her. But here's the part that chills people. He didn't call for help. He didn't tell anyone. He hid her. 4 days. Sleeping in the same room. Acting normal, going on with life, like nothing happened, and people can't wrap their heads around it. Was it really an accident? Or something darker? Something he's not saying? Because the details, they don't fully add up, and the more you think about it, the more disturbing it becomes. A child, killed by someone she trusted, a neighbor, a kid, someone who watched the search, knowing exactly how it would end. So tell me, do you believe it was an accident? Or do you think there's more to this story? Because when this case goes to court, the truth gets even messier, and Joshua's fate will divide everyone. The truth was found, but it didn't bring peace. It made things worse. Because now, the question isn't what happened. It's, what do you do with a 14-year-old killer? Joshua Phillips is arrested, charged, put on trial, and the entire country is watching, because this case doesn't feel real. A missing child, hidden under a bed, by a teenager next door? It sounds like a nightmare, but it's not. And this is where it gets complicated. The defense leans hard into one idea. It was an accident, a scared kid, a terrible mistake. But the prosecution? They see something else. They see choices. He hit her. He didn't get help. He hit her. He lied, over and over again. That's not panic. That's control. And the courtroom feels it. The tension, the anger, the heartbreak. Because Maddie's family is sitting right there, listening to every detail, reliving everything. And Joshua? He sits quietly. No emotion, no breakdown, just blank. And that makes it even more unsettling, because people expect something. Regret, fear, anything. But instead, there's just silence. In the end, the jury decides. Guilty. Joshua Phillips is sentenced to life in prison. No second chances. At least not at first. Because years later, people start asking new questions. Was he too young? Should a 14-year-old be locked away forever? Does one moment define an entire life? And just like that, the case isn't over. It evolves. It divides people all over again. Some say justice was served. Others say it went too far. But one thing everyone agrees on? Maddie Clifton should still be here. And she's not. Because of one moment. One decision. One person. So I'll leave you with this. If someone is old enough to hide a crime, are they old enough to face life for it? Because in this case, there are no easy answers. Only a story that never really stops haunting people.